Hey, I'm Viv, and today we're gonna overcome the fear of starting a new sketchbook. I just bought a new one, so I thought it's the perfect moment to remind myself of all these tips and rules that I normally set for myself to make sketching a little bit less scary. So let's do it together. Okay, so I'm cheating a little bit because I wrote down my thoughts for this topic. So I'm just gonna tell you what I normally follow to make everything a little bit easier. Rule number 1, you decide what is art and what is beauty. No one tells you what is pretty, what is ugly, if this is art, if this is not art. Anything can be art, and whatever you do, if you want it to be art, it's art. It's that easy. Rule number 2, you don't need to show anyone. You know, some people, I feel like, I always felt in the beginning like I need to show people, like it needs to be that pretty that I can show it to people. But you don't. You can just do it for yourself, which I do most of the time. I just do it for myself and I keep it for myself. And that is totally fine. Rule number 3, you can't make any mistakes. There's no right or wrong, you know, it is whatever it is. Whether your page is just white with a line or it's completely covered in newspapers, whatever, there is no right or wrong. You can do whatever you want, which is great because no one is like, it's not like school where you get a grade for anything, you know, which I think is amazing. Rule number 4, you can do anything. Literally anything. There's no rules. Which is, I think, for some people scary because you can do anything, but also you can do anything. Rule number 5, I always remind myself I can always come back to all the pages. I can start, and then art needs to sit sometimes. So I put out whatever comes out, and then that's it. And I come back in 4 weeks, or in 2 years, or never at all. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just there and it's perfect, and sometimes it just doesn't feel like it's there yet, and then just take your time and finish it whenever. So yeah, and I always remind myself of those rules too, so I won't get stressed about sketching, because it's just fun and it's just for you, and it just helps me to like get anything out that is in my head and to get into like a creative space. And also because there shouldn't be any pressure at all. You know, it's art. You can do anything. Okay, this is the new sketchbook that I bought. They gave me the seats as well, which I thought was really, really nice. I've never bought anything from this brand, Pith, but I really liked the way everything looked in the shop. It just looked really well made. And looks like just someone spent some great time with making this. They come in all colors and sizes, but I just thought I'm gonna try this, and I just wanted grey. I don't know why, it just looked at me and I felt like I needed it. And the great thing about this book is that it's supposed to lay out really flat compared to some other books where, you know, you have the back of the book stopping you from like laying it down, and you can see who made it, which is really nice. So Sean made my book. I laid out some of my art utensils in front of me, but I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to use. But I thought I want to start today with making a page just like stating that this is mine. And then I'll tell you 2 tips how to make sketching a little bit easier. Okay, so I think I'm just going to start with writing that this is my book, and then I'll just fill it out with some colors, I think. So I'm gonna work with my name a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna draw a tiger with cowboy boots on, because I saw something yesterday which really inspired me to do something with the tiger and cowboy boots. I have my reference. It's probably on here. Perfect. And then I'll put it on here, so I'm gonna make the body in this direction, maybe. No, because this is the tail. Okay. So this is the, and then I want the tiger to just have, I'm gonna make 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And also, I don't mind my book being messy, because whenever I close this down, this will definitely be on the other side. Some people mind it, so whatever you like. If you like it to be not that messy, just choose different kind of paint or pencils. For example, I like to also use like acrylic paint. So I have these mini tubes that I like just squeeze on here and paint with it. I wait for it to dry, but like it's gonna make the book thicker, of course, so it's not gonna be really neat at the end, but it's gonna be quite messy. So you just need to figure out what you like and what you don't like. But I don't mind it being messy or anything. As you can see. And also, I think it is quite a gift for you to be able to draw like a child, or to draw like without judgment, because a lot of people lose it when they get older. And I think it's so much fun to just draw. It doesn't need to look like anything. Okay, I'd love to get like the tail over here, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Let's get this together. Amazing. Okay, now on to the cowboy boots. Okay, they look fire. And I'm sure at some point I'll add other stuff here. But for right now it's fine. I love this. This is great. Oh, I wanted to add these, because I think I did a pretty goddamn good job. Brilliant. Yeah. Let's go to the first actual page. Okay, this was just the beginning for me to just start the book. Okay, so basically I have 2 things that I do when I don't know how to start. What I do is I look for something in the room or wherever I am, doesn't matter, and I just use it as a reference to copy whatever I see. So right now on this, I have a chair on my table where my over the head shot is attached to. So I have a little dinosaur cactus standing on there, which I'm just gonna use as a reference. I might use some of the shading, or I might use some of the positioning, but whatever happens is totally fine. It's just great to start with it. See, and I just love just having shapes on there. Back of the chair, which goes like this. And now I'm gonna fill in some colors. And the light is coming from this side, so obviously you can see it in the camera. So I'm just gonna fill in some of the lighter spots. I think the most important part is it can look like anything. It doesn't matter, okay? You don't need to have this in your house for the rest of your life, you know. This is just a momentum. This is what happens right now, and just you know, just capture it. I think it's a learning process not to judge whatever comes out, you know. It definitely was way harder in the beginning for me. Shadows in here. And without any judgment, this is what we ended up with now. You know, I have the title page and I have this, and then I'm just going to use this page to show you the other thing that I'd like to do. So let's use this, okay? I just formed this, so I'm just going to put it on here. Alright, and now I just take my marker, whatever I have, and I just follow whatever's on here. I have a line here, here, and then I have this thing, which is here. Okay, so let's take this off. Alright, so this looks messy at first. And now, I'm just gonna use this as a reference to jump off of it. I can see a face here, okay, with a lot of skin hanging off their neck here. So I'm just gonna keep drawing a person. Okay, I was stuck for a second, but I've had a thought in the beginning and now I'm feeling the same thing. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go in with some paint, and then I think that is it for today. I think I need to rest it a little bit and come back at some point maybe. Yeah. So I think that is it for today. I hope it helped you a little bit to don't see sketching as serious and to overcome the fear of just starting out again with a new book. Just to recapture, I think, do it for yourself. You don't need to show anyone. There's no rules. There's no right or wrong. And also, it doesn't matter how it looks like. There's no definition for what a pretty thing is, you know, so it can be anything.